Alrighty, let's see what we've got today. Some campaign features. Diplomat has plus card, Watchtower has with spoils, and Invasion has stamp cost 2 less. Those seem pretty straightforward. Yeah, sure enough, Invasion costs 2 less. That seems like a lot of value for 8. Typically, the main things you're looking for out of it are the gaining a free action on top of your deck and gaining a loot. The duchy is often not even a drawback by the time that you're buying it, though. And then Diplomat, +1 card when you play it. That actually could be a little bit awkward with the Diplomat, which checks after drawing how many cards you have, and you want to stay under 5. So a Diplomat that draws an extra card is going to trigger this thing a lot less often. So, for example, normally from a 5-card hand, you play 1 card like Lighthouse or Carpenter to get down to a 4-card hand. Then your Diplomat is going to activate because it'll be at 5 cards after drawing. Here you would need to have like 2 cards played before that is true. And then Watchtower, you gain of spoils, which is like a 1-shot gold. Okay. Hmm. Kind of an awkward kingdom. There's not a lot going on. There's no thinning at all until a pile empties, and then Carpenter turns into a remodel. There's not a very reliable village either. You got the villagers off of Silk Merchant, which you could get villagers kind of quickly if you had a watchtower in hand, say, and then you gained a Silk Merchant with Carpenter, immediately trashing the Silk Merchant. You get 2 villagers off of that, plus 2 coffers. That could be a thing. There's also Diplomat, but with some troubles activating it. For draw, we got Silk Merchant, Diplomat, and Watchtower. Plus buy a Silk Merchant or the loots that you're getting off of Invasion. Mostly say plus buy on them. Huh. This strikes me as the type of kingdom that the bot is gonna like, where it's not super basic, but I think you're mostly just clicking an assortment of good cards, and then never getting full deck control or anything. Probably click Silk Merchant very aggressively, play with a few pirates, and then click Invasion whenever possible, and then that will put you in a position to buy a province or so per turn. How to open? Hmm. I don't think I'm all too keen on Fool's Gold here. There's no thinning to line them up reliably, and there's plenty of other treasures that you're going to gain. I think I'm inclined towards Watchtower plus Carpenter to start off. Also got to consider Trapper's Lodge. You can top deck something. The favorites for that are coming from Sycophant, which does not seem all that great. It is a card you could buy with a Watchtower in your hand, and then immediately trash it for 4 total favors. But it's not a card you want in your deck very badly. I mean, it's less bad than usual here. There's tons of junk you might have to discard, and that could synergize with Watchtower or Diplomat. But not that I really want it. But maybe you get that and use the top deck effect once or twice. In any case, we start with 1 favor. And so, could be considering what to put on the top immediately. Yeah, I think turn 1 Carpenter, gain something. I will likely hit 2 next turn. There's a 40% chance I hit 3 and can buy a Watchtower. But more likely I gain like a 4 and a 2. I can live with that. And yeah, I think top decking it and getting it played immediately is worth it. Okay, this is pretty fortunate. I bottom decked an estate, so I can also afford a Watchtower. Let's gain 1 more Carpenter and a Watchtower. Okay, so Merchant. Take 1 more of these. Okay, well, I bottom decked both the other 2 actions, but on the upside, that does mean they've lined up. And I kind of want to do this Watchtower, gain a Silk Merchant, trash it thing. Pirate now. Okay, so Silk Merchant. Trash. Trash. And I'll go ahead and play that. Hmm. I was hoping to draw a little bit more money. I guess I'll buy a third watchtower, spending one copper. I gotta gain a treasure of some sort to trigger the pirate. I could spend a villager, but I value the villagers more than the coffers. The bot hit invasion already. I'll probably be able to do that this turn. I've triggered the bot's pirate. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. Draw with the watchtower. Draw the silk merchant. Now I've got plenty of money. I'm able to do it twice. Invasion normally de facto costs 7, because you spend 10 and you get 3 back from playing the loot immediately. Which means in this case, it de facto costs like 5. I'll go ahead and top deck another pirate. Yeah, let's just click this one more time. One more pirate. That's funny. I can top deck it with insignia. It's just going to top deck itself anyway. I don't want to top deck this, or it would stop invasion from playing it. The top decking effect happens at that colon, or the semicolon. And if you top deck it first, then it can't put itself into play. Would I rather play one of these than just take 3 money? I mean, I guess a carpenter is just like a strict improvement. Because I could gain something up to 4. Watchtower would draw the pirates, but with no buys, I couldn't trigger them. I guess I'll take one more submersion. And I don't think I want to top deck it. Not really sure. Okay, yeah, bot has the same idea. Just click invasion a ton. I think gold still looks better than farm at the moment. In a normal big money kingdom, I think farm exceeds gold in value pretty early. But here there's value in hitting well above 8 because you can buy invasion and then buy it again with a good draw. So I'm looking to do that here. Yeah, I'm going to trigger the bot's pirate. Okay, invasion. 13 would be the magic number for double invasion. I don't have that. I guess I'll take that last submergent while I can. Staff is a good loot. Carpenter is now a remodel, which is probably good at this stage of the game. Because provinces are going to be in the cards soon. I think the bot can click invasion twice. I might just want to buy duchy here. If it only has enough for a single invasion, then I'd rather leave the duchy and get it on my next turn. Let's look at the one coffer. I think I'll wait. And I'll buy. I'm not sure if Sycophant is any good right around now. Like, I got 20 cards coming up. If I buy Sycophant here, I'm not going to see it anytime soon. I don't worry too much about drawing it one time before the game ends. I'm more wondering whether I actually have much occasion to use the favors. Like buying Invasion, you play the loot immediately and you top deck the action already, so neither of those you'd want favors for. And aside from Invasion, I think I'm mostly going to be clicking Province a bunch. Plus, I already got Watchtowers for top decking, so I don't think the Sycophant favors are doing enough to justify themselves. I suppose I kind of want to keep the coppers, put it in bigger numbers. Don't think I want a 4th Watchtower. That's a lot. Sage. It's probably better than nothing. Silver, maybe. I'll just buy a Sage. I think that's pretty close to buying nothing. Project goes for a province over another invasion. I mean, there's 2 piles that are low. There's not a 3rd pile, and these decks don't have enough ability to repile on you. I think I want to play the Watchtower first. Obviously, if I want to play it at all, I should play it first, because once you play Submergent, the Watchtower is not going to draw. But there's not enough value in holding onto it, and I got a bunch of villagers to burn. Okay. Let's go ahead and invade. I gotta be careful here, because if I take pirates, then all of a sudden that would be a pile out. I'm trying to figure out how I could realistically top deck like a diplomat and a watchtower and activate it somehow. Okay, I put diplomat plus sycophant on top. Play the sycophant, discard the other 3 cards, play the diplomat. Then I got actions to work with. Unless I had a watchtower on top of my deck, that's not going to go very far. Or I could put a diplomat and a watchtower on top. But then the diplomat's not doing a whole heck of a lot without a way to activate it. I think I will still put a diplomat on top. Worst case scenario, it's a smithy, and I have some amount of villagers, so that's fine. Maybe just double diplomat on top and no watchtower. I already got, I think, at least one more watchtower down there. Maybe two. Not sure if I've seen another one earlier this shuffle. I think I got one more down there. And I also got some carpenters. Carpenter trashing something could activate the diplomat. Let's just do that again. Spell scroll, okay. What am I doing with a spell scroll? Ah, late in the game to want to trash estates, probably. Hmm. Maybe? I was contemplating just top decking the spell scroll instead of playing it. Like I said, normally Insignia would interfere with playing the loot, but maybe I'd want to do that if I don't have anything I want to gain immediately. Maybe it's better to just get a pirate in play right now. I don't love lowering pirate, but 4 pirates is still a lot of pirates. Yeah, let's just get a pirate into play. Not find my poor carpenter. Okay. I think I'm gonna split the difference between farm and gold. Gold is now better for being a remodel. I guess they're equivalent for being a remodel target. Um, like you might as well trash gold. Okay, it's a pretty good draw. So first things first, let me check that I don't have a win. Probably not. Estates would be very gain intensive. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gains. That's not gonna do it. And that also means I can't pile pirates, I don't think. Because I'd have to gain 4 pirates plus a province plus an estate, which is still 6 gains. So I'm not looking for a win this turn. I can remodel this silk merchant, which will give me a villager back, and then I can remodel gold into a province. So I'm gonna get somewhere here. I guess there's some consideration to avoiding gaining any treasures so as to not activate any pirates the bot has. It's already got one in play. I don't know how many it has. I think I've got like 3 of them. I think I'd still just, I do want to top pick that. It's money. Let's go ahead and take a province. Klein. It's got fool's gold in hand. Okay. Oh, interesting. Kind of forgot about staff. Yeah, staff playing Watchtower sounds pretty good. Province. Copper. For my pirates. It's gonna be careful about the farm pile. And I'm still 1 gain away from piling out on farms. I can gain 2 farms and buy a farm. I don't have plus buy. I would have the money to buy a third. If I had like a silk merchant or something in hand. Hmm. I don't have enough money to pile pirates buying invasion, do I? Like if you buy an invasion and get a loot that says plus buyback, then you essentially spent 5 for a pirate, but 0 buys. I don't think that's gonna work. I would still need a lot of money. Yeah, this is kind of an awkward draw. The lack of plus buy is really doing me in here. I want to gain farms for the points. I just really worry if the bot has a pirate in hand and then empties farms. I think I can take one of these and we'll see. Okay, yeah, so the bot can gain a farm. So I think the answer is I shouldn't gain any more farms. And then if I buy a province here, then just 3 farms is not a win for the bot. You have to do like 3 farms and a duchy, or can't do duchy. 3 farms and a province. Okay, yeah, bot didn't quite have it there. But it did lower farms precariously, so this is just a win now. Not quite have enough for provinces, but farms are at 1. I also could have taken farms if they were at 2. And some estates. Yeah, that was a very close one. I think I was only very marginally ahead. And, with a good draw in the end game there, the bot definitely could have won. I don't know if it did anything particularly wrong. It wasn't really making use of. I thought there were some interesting watchtower synergies. I'm happy to have had the carpenters and the watchtowers. So I think I like my opening better. But then aside from that, we both did the same thing, which is just get a bunch of sub merchants and invasions.